see through it, you know, Terence. And Marjorie would make her idea of a fruit cocktail with jello, which is only just fruit and jello. Well, maybe the little shit that I would be having my eyeball on that. That was dessert and Sunday, you know. I would go in there and I'd tip the bowl this way. And of course, the jello would run out, hanging with a side at my spoon. You know, now when they came in there to the table, Marcy brought her dessert and the fucking thing was hollow. And Marcy wanted to kill me with that. No. He'd be laughing, you know, he was double at himself, you know. You know, one time, Father, we had a lot of relations in Scotland, Oban. And this Father McKinney, who was a devil, huh? Skinny like, he was a parish priest out in Dublin. But he was next door with me Aunt Sarah. I think he was Sarah's brother, I don't know, he wouldn't have been, but he was related to my dad's cousin anyhow. But my mother had her new penny on, you know, apron, and she polished the fender, mopped the floor, and it was shining, threw the dog out, because he was always sleeping on the couch, getting a big tidy up McKinney household. I had the fender polished, a nice big fire blazing up the hearth, you know. Then somebody says, "Oh, Father McKinney's next door," and the boy got all excited. She fussed her hair and got red in the cheeks and her eyes brightened. And then the ding and the doorbell came, and my mother got all really excited, you know, looking us all over and tucking at us and pulling at us and all this shit. And she went out to the kitchen to get in her cakes that she built. The place was shining. Left me at that. Bloody scallywag. Watching all the going on the I'd heard and I'd turned her back on him while she went out this going. Got his hand in his pocket. Picked out a dummy dog turd. Right there with the fireplace. Then my mother came in. "Oh, Father Charles, how are you? God, it's great to see you, you know." And she hated that thing. She got mad. "Where is that dog?" Her dog. My dad standing there. Not even Lenny's Ceilí. He was fun and telling you. He had us down the downings, you know. And we were all up on a hill. And he took us out. I always take us to the ice cream shop or buy us some damn dangerous, you know, one of them inflatable boats that you had to make sure it didn't leak, but you couldn't be sure you got it in the water. And then in the meantime, my mother spotted us up there. She came up and she's sitting behind him, and he doesn't know she's there. She's as quiet as a mouse. And he said, "Hey, Jimmy." I said, "Oh, Dad." He said, "What the hell are you doing here?" He said, "Why don't you get around the village there to that restaurant and find yourself a wee cutty?" You know what a wee cutty is? It's called after a boat that's swift.
Yeah.
It's a lady,
Yeah.
young girl. And then he smiled, you know, "Hey, why don't you go find yourself a wee cutty, you know." And I'm wondering, well, my dad told me, you know what I mean, I would have done that without thinking. watched his face. Got red. His eyes bulged. She said, narrow-eyed, tight lipped. What the hell are you doing putting badness into the children's minds? And he said, wow, he was a sailor, I mean, that's what they think, He was proud that. One thing I do regret, Terence.
You need to turn off your scooter there?
Yeah. One thing I do regret for Connor and the girls, and if they ever get a chance, you should get them to go. Go to Ceilí. They have square dancing. That is the best fun in the world.
Oh, yeah.
You look at it going on, you say, I'd never be able to do that. But when you get on the floor, and you start swinging, you get the swing of it, it's very uncomplicated. And you've great fun. Then the boys would get the 4 girls, and when the turn came to swing, at the end of the dance, they'd come in there, the girls would pick up their feet, and the boys go around as fast as they could. Then pick your girls and swing her and listen to her scream, and they'd be all, But I would know, I'm glad I went there, I really had fun then.
Was Grandpa always a sailor?
Huh?
Was Grandpa always a sailor? Was he always a sailor? What did he do like before he was in the maritime? He was in the he was in the maritime marine, right?
He was all over the place. He was a gunner on a ship there. I told you about the submarine. They were reputed. Them guys that was pissing the rain on them when I picked them up. Oh, Ginger's wee boy, yeah. No duffer. We didn't talk about it.
But I mean, was he always a sailor? Like even before the war? You wouldn't know first before the war.
Well,
And he'd always worked on the
he
docks.
was on a boat earlier on. Derry was in Derry. It was boats.
Ships, yeah.
But he was on a boat that had a side paddle wheel on her.
Oh, really?
Because he had a picture of it. One of the boats, he had a catalog of it, album. And it was on all sorts of things. But when the ships were in dock, they weren't getting paid, so he worked in the docks. But he was called on the ship when he's the guy who went with the ship because he was the official crane operator
Oh, okay.
that loaded
Longshoreman, they call him here.
longshore.
That's what they call him here.
Well, what they done, he loaded the ship from a crane. He traveled with the ship to his destination and unloaded.
Gotcha. Wow.
And then when he came back, there were no ships in the dock. He went down to the dock and worked in the docks.
Whatever, yeah. I can't imagine being on them ships during the war, waiting for the U-boats. That'd just be very, very... The fear would have to play in your mind. They were sinking lots of ships around there. I mean, tons of them. And the chances you get sunk out in the North Atlantic and surviving longer than an hour in that water is not very good.
No,
I mean, you went down with that ship, but you were down.
that's right.
Unless there was another ship around.
Mickey,
And the convoys weren't stopping to pick people up.
no,
They were just, because they did, the U-boats would just sit there and pick
Mickey
them up.
talked to me. And he said he talked to a German who was in Derry after the war as a tourist. And he said, it was pretty nice, But he asked him, he says, the guy said he used to lay off the mouth of the foil, waiting on the ships coming out of Derry loaded up with stuff, food for England, and stuff.
Yeah.
Then all that aircraft parts yards and all were made up in Belfast. A lot of trade there, and all them big ships, Harlan and Wolfe, that were built there. But he told me, he says, yeah, he says, we used to lay out there off, it wasn't Moville, but I know the place, it's a beach opposite Moville on the other side of Lough. They used to Guinea, they lay there, and they had seen the Montrose, they knew the name of the ship.
Come in.
Yes!
Me. I'm here bothering you again, James.
You're no bother.
I came to pick up my menu. Are you done with your tray?
Well, I'm just